Welcome to PVT Express News channel. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our today's newsletter includes the following content. I read Zhao Liying's refutation of the rumors. Only then did I know why Yang Ying lost so miserably. When the boss was preparing for the recording of Qin Yunji. Need to find a gorgeous artist. In the first book. Baguio's immortal appearance and radiating charm. Convincing. Her eyes are like water. She is a lovely lady. With excellent style. It's Yang Ying. Taken together. In addition to acting. Yang Ying's appearance is extremely safe. Around that time. Even photos of cosmetics are posted online. It just happened that Yang Ying was at that time at the peak of his career. She recently married Huang Xiaoming. There are a lot of arrangements for filming. So because of the crash plan, Yang Ying can't play Cheng Yunji. This is also the reason why Zhao Liying lags behind. Zhao Liying was also required to attend parties at that time. Seeing Zhao Liying's big, bright eyes, the boss immediately chose her to play Baguio. Despite this, Zhao Liying became famous after playing Hua Qiangu. I also have a lot of good books accumulated in my hands. Secret battle between Lao Zhimen and Yangzi. No doubt he was arranged to play. The leader has no choice but to surrender. But at this time Aaron Kwok was filming Secret Conflict. Injured during the war. Expect to take some time off. Zhao Liying is in trouble for another month. So the leader of King Yangzi immediately came to the entrance. Really? At that time, Zhao Liying played the role of Baguio. If it weren't for Yangzi, I never got Qin Yunji from the beginning. I'm afraid he has disappeared from the entertainment industry now. In fact, when the producer asked Yangzi, the star is not the cool Lu Sueki, but the cunning and wonderful Zhou Xiaohuan. Considering. Then, everyone was dazzled by his xiaoxue. Around that time, Yangzi also thinks, my personality may be more suitable for Zhou Xiaohuan. But after reading the first book several times, Yangzi found that Zhou Xiaohuan's previous job was too boring. She needs to change her own unique way of doing things. Controlling King Yangzi's work. The program also needs to be lived by oneself. So the dean gave him Lu Sueki's job. Despite this, it's time for the actual shooting day. Yangzi was directly trapped in the circle. He has never done fantasy. On the main days of joining the party, he needs to balance Wia. And then in the next month, he has been living in fear. Because he has no inside experience. Therefore, the impact that came out did not reach the assumptions of the crowd. Assuming a solid face shape. Not enough shows. Even Wang Xikong showed up. Accused of excessive styling. Horrible. Unable to stick to Lu Sueki's character design. Despite this, assuming there is analysis, there will be progress. Yangzi also agrees with the public's thoughts. And develop further bit by bit. What's more, it is the direct result of getting Qin Yunji. Yangzi's entertainment circle has broadened. The legend of White Snake. Fragrant honey. Little by little, it also gains sustained influence. Let three little guys. Great for use in movies and TV shows. From now on, it will never happen. Just when Qin Yunji was preparing to shoot, we welcomed the well-known Wang Yuan and Wang Junkai. Yang Qianxi. This setup is now completely difficult to accomplish. In the play, Wang Junkai plays the young Lin Jingyu. Childhood growth. Let him enter the fairy world with his eldest brother Zhang Xiaofan. Wang Yuan plays the role of male supporting actor Xiaofan in the adolescent adaptation. In Wang Yuan's own words now. That is to say, when he was young, the ability to live forever is not extraordinary. He just realized, I will hug Weya tightly with my senior sister. Look around together. Two people were present in the late Qing dynasty. Youthful. Yang Qinshi decoration. Play an unstable little fox. He has the most lines in the whole drama. So since he went to the party, he just kept counting lines. Except that Ren Jialuan respects him very much. Even the leader said he's going to be a phenomenal player. Although these three young and promising. But I really went to film a TV series. But the evaluation of them by the team is very impressive. Lia Feng even bluntly said that they were older. But progress over time. Now it's hard to see three little creatures anymore on the same stage. The reputation of Agarwood is declining. How many famous programs are there currently? Have you seen? Continuously starting from June. The film and television drama market has reached a small climax. August and September are the period when famous film and television dramas gather. So far, most of the works are generally disorganized. And there are different themes. This is a complete necessity for all kinds of people. Up to now, a popular list will appear for recently circulated film and television dramas. Everyone will give a relevant rating. The spread rate will also be positioned. Let everyone more naturally judge which drama is more famous. This year can be said to be an improvement for a good program. Agarwood Like a Piece is a monumental ancient mannequin show. Yangzi and Chang'e both have good looks and acting skills. That's why this drama topped the list as soon as it aired. Yangzi deserves it. One of the most famous artists today. As it goes on, transfer quantities are guaranteed for all accounts. The show's status in the broadcast has been declining. This is mainly affected by the plot. As champion, the number of photos of Yangzi suddenly decreased a lot. In this kind of fairy tale, her costumes are too casual. Firefly fairy features. Originally the identity of the 0.33 girl. But her makeup and clothes are those of the first girl. And took over the functions of the second girl. The show's recognition remains undiminished, alternating between the first and second positions on the hit list. Starry Stars and Guangdong Sea seem to be dramas. But actually they tell the same story. The drama took Zhao Lucy's career to the next level. The male protagonist is Wu Lei. Ever since I was little, I have been alone. The goal of the circle is to meet up. Probably very accurate. Acting ability rarely gets terrible reviews. In addition, the plot of the display is absolutely impressive. So this monitor and aloe style crumbs. Everyone wants to be ranked 1 or 2 at the top of the hit list. Friends whose name is Li Fu drama. I'm convinced this year. There are also endless suspense dramas this year. Although the evaluation of Coward is not exaggerated. But I always feel this is an underrated work. The story mainly has twists and turns. After watching it, I found that the plot is really simple. Painful child orgasm. It also allowed us to see without a doubt. The human heart is changeable. And self-centered side. The main motivation is that the internal timeline is too confusing. One is the past 10 years. The other is 10 years later. This should make the story more complete. But he became self-defeating. It can be said that everyone when watching the display. All need to be additionally affected. The TV series Tianwai is also worth watching. His plot is very tight. Diverse plots that deal with strength are very exciting. The biggest drawback is that the plot is a bit slow. This drama starts from the beginning. It throws up a lot of suspense factors. Exciting court battle. And everyone in order to achieve their own goals. And the unscrupulous exercise outside the court. All this clearly restores the helplessness of career. There is fierce competition for our lawyers. The following suspense dramas are on the recent hot search list. The ranking is not too high. But this does not mean they are no longer accurate enough. It can be said that everyone prefers simple plots. No need for brain memory. The male protagonist Yuguyo dies at the hands of the female protagonist. Netizens spent thousands of bones to worship the wrong teacher. Xiao Zhan takes on the wrong disciple. In the new TV series, Yuguyo is scheduled to be broadcast in September. Now September 12th has passed. However, news about Yuguyo's airborne landing or final launch. But little or none. Fortunately, there is also the assistance of genuine novels. Let's test the plot first. Borrow feedback from netizens. If you spend 1,000 bones to go to Quotient to become a disciple, then he will meet Father Ishigekure. It is precisely because Shirin sees too few women. Only then did Zhu Yan's comic stories receive attention. In the end, he tended to die at the hands of his apprentice. If we say that Hua Chengu tortures the heroine, then Jade Bones abuses the male protagonist remotely. Let's observe the plotline. Kong Sang's eldest son. Quartz, a Taoist priest. Played by Xiao Zhan. Killed by his father's concubine at birth. Quartz is talented. Watch the stars. In charge of national destiny. The pinnacle of the Qi family in the Kongsang dynasty. Zhu Yan Runman accidentally entered the Valley of the Kings when she was 8 years old. Encounter Quartz. Quartz is known through the divine bird. Be the proudest person. 1 year later, Xu Zhanji was taught by his father's disciple Shiring. Shiring and Zhu Zhanji spent 4 years together. For Shiring, Xu Zhanji is his salvation. Although I have feelings in my heart, Shiring still chose to do it when he was an adult. Send Zhu Zhan to China. Unexpectedly, after returning to China, Zhu Yan. Because I am no longer satisfied with the wedding held in China. For the people I admire in my heart, choose to leave the wedding. In order to avoid the master's heavy questioning, Zhu Yan lie that he prefers human beings like master. The speaker has no purpose. The listener has a purpose. Quartz cannot take a wife and get the priesthood. But when you think about until they like each other, Quartz plans to withdraw from this feature and provide Zhu Yan with a valid identity certificate. But before that, Shiring hopes to help Kong Sang tide over the difficulties. In Shi Ying's prediction, the kingdom of Kong Sang will face the threat of ruining the country because of a mermaid. During Shi Ying's investigation, Killer 8 becomes the leader of the Renaissance Army. Shiring thinks the Killer 8 became the supply of the chaos in Kong Sang. In fact, Quartz assassinated murderer Yuan twice. The first time was to find out Zhu Yan's favorite person. The second time was to resolve the divine punishment. Quartz on the one hand solved Kong Sang's troubles. On the other hand, I found that I loved the wrong person. Without faith and relatives, Shiring has no support at all for survival. Without any choice, Shiring did the last thing for Zhu Yan. Shiring keeps stimulating Zhu Yan. He even forced Zhu Yan to make a killing move. Died at the hands of the little apprentice he raised. Finally, help Zhu Yan complete her purpose of revenge for her lover. The reason why it is difficult for many fairy tales nowadays to come out of the circle. It's because it's limited to Shaoqing Xiuai. Especially every protagonist comes with his own resurrection armor. As if the world is a place that can serve them. The tool of Shaoqing's sacrifice. Xiao Ai Yuguyao's failure is also here. After Shi Ying's death, Zhu Yan began to formally express her feelings. Finally, under the guidance of an expert, he tied his life to Shiring. Successfully resurrected his lover. As for being unfavorable, just a small part of the future chaos in Kongsang Kingdom. True provenance. In fact, he is the male protagonist played by Li Yifeng in Two Cities in the Mirror. In fact, Ishigekura's resurrection is a bit like the continuation of snow sculpture. The ending of the Jade Bone Demon. When Shireen died at the hands of Zhuyan. Completely over. The ultimate aesthetic is often more touching. More resonant. Of course, the ending of giving up is not ideal. The focus of Yuguya this time is to change the emotional line. NoWonder.com. Netizens ridiculed Hua Qiangu for accepting the wrong apprentice when he had the wrong teacher. If these two people exchange the three realms, there will be peace and sacrifice for the world. This ends today's sharing. If you have any different views on this, welcome to leave a message in the comment area. What do you think about this? This concludes our news section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome. Don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.